How's it going, everybody? This is Dominic Minchella. I am the Kansas City Chiefs co-beat writer for On SI and the host of the Kansas City Chiefs Insider Podcast. Thank you guys so much for stopping in today. Now, as we near the Indianapolis Colts game for the Kansas City Chiefs, we have had a few comments by a legend of the NFL, for sure a first ballot Hall of Famer, and easily could be the best tight end of all time in Travis Kelce. Now, as we are into this season, nearing its middle points of the dog days, Travis Kelce's contract does expire at the end of this season, meaning he will be a free agent. However, there is that debate of whether or not Travis Kelce will return to, one, the NFL, or two, the Kansas City Chiefs. Both are all on the line going into the new season, but we have new news from the man himself when asked about this, because it's got to be on his mind as well as the Chiefs franchise's mind. They've been riding with Travis Kelce for decade plus, and he's been a success story in their organization. So you would like to keep him as long as possible. But let's face it, folks, he's not the same player that he used to be. It's not a diss on him. It's just unfortunately the truth. As players of any sport, we just get told sometimes that, the time to play the game is done. And some people, Moneyball quote right here, some people get told that at 40 and some people get told that at 18. And in this case, Travis Kelce, he could easily be told that when he's 36, 37. However, he did speak to the media, and this is what he said when addressing this. He said, "I want to give the Chiefs a good opportunity, whether I come back or not, or whether they want me back or not. I'd like to make that decision before they've got to get draft picks and free agency opens to fill the roster appropriately." Meaning that Travis Kelce will reach his determination of whether or not he will be playing in the National Football League in 2026, and if he's going to do it with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, when you look at his statistics this season, Travis Kelce does lead the Kansas City Chiefs offense in receiving yards, and he has scored more touchdowns this season than he did last season. But like I've said to begin off the podcast, he's just not the same player that he used to be. He's averaging 12.6 receiving yards per reception. He's got 8 big plays of 20 or more yards. He hasn't lost a fumble once, and he's got 33 first downs. So Patrick Mahomes is still finding ways to utilize this guy. Now, when it comes to where the franchise could go without Travis Kelce, it comes initially with Noah Gray. You've got him until 2027, and if this is his quote-unquote retirement tour, which Travis Kelce said that he doesn't want that to be the case, or like for anyone to treat it as if he's sending himself off into the sunset, Noah Gray is the next option for the Kansas City Chiefs, in my opinion, and obviously in the Chiefs' mind, because why else would they extend him? Sure, they could view him as a strong secondary option as the tight end position, but when you look at the depth that the Chiefs have at that position, they've got Jared Wiley, who's been hurt since getting drafted, and they also have Robert Tonyan, who's signed to a 1-year deal that could easily just be filled in as a depth piece. After this season, Noah Gray is the only tight end on the roster other than Jared Wiley, with the fact that he's on his rookie contract. Now, Travis Kelce obviously won't be costing a whole lot should he come back, but the question is, would the Kansas City Chiefs benefit with having Travis Kelce return for another season? Now, I think that obviously that this is a two-way conversation. One, for those who are in favor of having Travis Kelce return, and those who are in favor of moving on from the glory days. Now, Travis Kelce can easily ride off into the sunset knowing that he is arguably one of the best, if not the best, tight end in the National Football League of all time. He is a pillar and forever a name that Kansas City Chiefs fans will remember. But even the legends, the greats across sports, they've got to call it quits. Do we want Travis Kelce to put his pen to paper one last season and not have good production like we've seen this season, or maybe he wants to ride off into the sunset while leading the Kansas City Chiefs in receiving yards for another straight season. I also fully think that it will come down to a deciding factor of whether or not the Chiefs make the playoffs. And as it sits right now, they've got a lot of work to do. They're 5-5. They got a very good Indianapolis Colts team coming into Arrowhead. And this is either a make or break moment for the Chiefs. And if they want to win, it's going to be coming off of the back of Travis Kelce again. I don't know. I understand that there is the longevity and the respect and leadership and legacy that Travis Kelce will leave behind that you don't want to walk away from. He's been very loyal to this franchise in his career. But if the Kansas City Chiefs don't find their way into the playoffs, I think that it might be best for Travis Kelce to walk it away. Because not only that, he's walking away as a multi-time Super Bowl champion, but he's also doing so in a way where, it's could be a season or a feeling, I've accomplished everything that I need to accomplish in my football career. He is easily a top name, if not in football, just around the world, for the sake that his girlfriend is or now his fiance is one of the most popular singers of all time. So even if Travis Kelce isn't in the National Football League, he's still going to be a presence in the football world. He still has that podcast with his brother Jason, and he's talked about before wanting to kind of do some broadcasting. Potentially that will be something that Travis Kelce looks into. But in my opinion, if this season ends with a losing season for Kansas City, if they don't find their way to the playoffs, I think Travis Kelce will retire, and it is time for the front office to try and make shift into the tight end position and hope and pray that they still have enough pieces to get the job done. I would love to know your thoughts on Travis Kelce. Do you think that he stays for another season if he has a stellar second half and finds a way into the playoffs with Kansas City? Or even with all that said and done, is it just time for the legend to hang up the cleats? I think that there's an argument to be had for both sides. So I would love to know your opinion. Be sure you follow me over on X at Dom Minchella. Post and repost every single day. Not going to want to miss any coverage. You can also follow us over at KC Chiefs on SI over on X and Facebook. Everything gets posted there. You're not going to want to miss anything while we get into week 12 and the rest of the regular season. As always, folks, be kind to one another. I'll see you tomorrow.